Every day, it gets harder to believe in meritocracy. Everyone tells a story. Work hard, be fair, do your part, and you'll get what you deserve. But deep down, is that really what's happening? Look around. Are the best ideas really winning? Are the most deserving really rising? Or is something else at play? The truth is brutal. The world we live in claims to reward merit. Yet so many brilliant, driven people like you get stuck, overlooked, or silenced. So many founders, investors, leaders, burning out or doubting the system because it feels rigged. Because it is rigged. Not in the way you think, not always intentionally, but in ways far more insidious. It's a trap disguised as fairness. The system hands out certificates of freedom and equality while quietly shoving mediocrity up the ladder and pushing the exceptional to the margins. And you? You're caught in the lie, and it's pulling your spirit down. Maybe you felt it, working harder, but getting less. Watching others who don't deserve it rise instead. Feeling that rage, that pain of injustice, yet powerless to change it, because the rules look fair on paper. You keep grinding, hoping merit will eventually shine through, but it's like screaming into the void. That frustration, that gnawing doubt, that's the signal. It tells you something's wrong, but it's not just about fairness. It's about a fundamental collapse of what meritocracy really means. Merit isn't just about effort or talent alone. It's about alignment, about synergy between individuals who push boundaries, who challenge, who transform. But the system, as it stands, doesn't know how to handle those people. It's designed to process, classify, control, not to liberate. It molds you into a role, a label, a checkbox. The more you fit, the more you're rewarded, not for who you truly are or the depth of what you bring. And here's the real torment. The world has no place for exceptional individualism. It isolates, disconnects, fractures. You may be brilliant, but without connection to the right minds, the right people who ignite your fire, you're just a spark in the dark, easily extinguished. The world is flooded with noise, distractions, and empty promises. It whispers comfort so sweetly that it snuffs out the flame burning inside you before you even realize it's gone. It offers convenience and conformity disguised as progress. But the solution? It's not more of the same. No more grinding endlessly to fit into a broken system pretending to reward merit. Real change comes from leaving that system behind, from rejecting the illusions and stepping into something new, something fiercely real. You've got to find those rare others, the handful who refuse to settle for borrowed lives, who won't bow to the status quo, who see beyond comfort and consensus. Because merit doesn't thrive in crowds or noise, but in the rare, brutal synergy of aligned power. Not just individuals competing, but individuals connecting. Think about it. What if the true meritocracy isn't what you think it is? What if it's not about climbing a ladder built by others' rules? What if it's about building a different structure altogether? A place where the rules are not imposed, but created by the few who dare to be sovereign. Not just in title, but in will. Where questioning everything isn't a threat, but a necessity. Where transformation is the goal, and patience the weapon for a long fight. The real meritocracy is a network, not a hierarchy. A living system where your brilliance doesn't just get measured, but multiplied by the company you keep. This isn't fantasy. It's not about waiting for the system to fix itself. It's about becoming the solution that the system forgot. No more settling for being misaligned, misunderstood, isolated. No more exhausting yourself trying to fit the mold. Instead, Align with those few who burn as fiercely as you do. Form links that are not casual acquaintances, but fierce collaborations. Create a synergy that lifts everyone involved beyond what anyone could do alone. This is where real merit lives, at the edge, in the tension, in the refusal to accept the comfortable lie. Your fire has been buried beneath comfort and conformity for too long. The greatest slavery is invisible. It smiles and tells you you're free, but it's suffocating your potential. This moment is a call to rise, not to make life easier, but to make it truly yours. To shed the chains of expectation and passive acceptance, and instead live on your own terms. The rules are not your prison if you choose to rewrite them. The system offers no space for exceptional, so you must build your own. A space where misaligned brilliance becomes unstoppable power. A space where the rare find each other and together remake what the world calls reality. You don't need millions, you need the right few. You don't seek belonging, you seek becoming. This is a movement for those tired of waiting, those who burn rather than bend. It's for the founders, investors, builders, and visionaries who refuse to settle for a borrowed life ruled by outdated systems. It's for those who understand that true freedom comes from sovereignty of will, relentless questioning, and patient transformation. So, stop playing the game you were dealt. Stop believing in a meritocracy that only rewards those who fit the mold. The world has spun illusions of fairness and freedom, but underneath, it's a maze designed to confuse and contain you. Your power lies in breaking out of this maze by finding the rare others who refuse to settle, who reject comfort, who see the future you were born to create. Here's how to do it. Actions that are brutally simple, painfully real, yet game-changing. First, detach from the crowd. Literally step back from the noise, from superficial metrics of success, from the endless grind that demands you be good enough. See who you really are beyond all that. Second, be relentlessly critical of everything you've ever accepted. Question your beliefs, your assumptions, your environment. Nothing is sacred here. The answers you seek won't come from consensus, but from interrogation of the status quo. Third, master the art of patience. Merit and change don't happen overnight, but they happen with consistency, with endurance. Play the long game. Build connections that last, not fleeting partnerships chasing quick wins. Fourth, align fiercely. Not with everyone, but with a select few who match your fire, your vision, your resolve. These are not just collaborators, they are your power nodes. Invest your energy here. Protect these bonds fiercely, because synergy here will multiply your impact exponentially. Fifth, embrace transformation. The meritocracy you knew is gone. The world you want to build is still a myth. You must become the force that redefines reality itself. Be bold enough to unlearn old habits, old systems, and then build anew. The pain of feeling overlooked or misunderstood. That's a signpost to your path, not a dead end. The frustration with a broken system? It's fuel, not a stop sign. Your fire is alive and waiting to be unleashed. But only when you refuse to settle. Only when you find your rare others. Only when you decide to become. The question is not whether you live in a false meritocracy. It's whether you will continue to accept it. Or will you rise so fiercely that the system itself has no choice but to transform? The choice to become sovereign of your will, relentless in your pursuit, radical in your rebellion, and patient with your craft. That is the real merit that changes the world. This moment is your ignition. Don't waste it. Don't look away. You've been waiting for this call. Now answer it. And when you do, don't look back. Because the true meritocracy, the one that deserves your fire, lies just beyond the horizon, where the rare build the future they alone can see.